Prosecutor Blackquill, we're looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for somebody called the Phantom of 7 Years Past, aren't you?
You villain. Where did you hear about that?
This class is absolutely positively playproof, right?
No, it wasn't me! I didn't say a single... Oops.
Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. Could you tell me who this Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you?
Guard! The guest is leaving!
Prosecutor Blackquill, please listen to me! The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases.
I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without a question, me. I stole Sykes Donut's mother away from her. I destroyed her life.
Prosecutor Blackquill?
Guard! Where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you!
There he goes.
No! We've upset Prosecutor Blackquill! Now what are we going to do, Mr. Lawyer?
There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you just a little more about that old case?
Well, I guess it won't make any difference now. What would you like to know?
Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted?
A little. The police called the incident the UR1 incident. Prosecutor Blackquill was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like if your red Mr. Lawyer were to kill you.
I don't want to think about that one.
There were two decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly.
2 pieces of evidence, huh? What were they?
Let's see. The first was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime.
The only one, huh? Ouch. That does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage?
Oh, sorry. I don't have it with me right now.
I guess I'll have to see it some other time. And what was the second piece of evidence?
This one's even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime. See? There he is at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana. It was the victim's, kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture.
Wow. It'd be hard to explain this one away. But who took this picture, Detective?
The incident happened before the AT&T-1 launch. A reporter who'd come in to do a story of the launch was in the room across from the lab. This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took.
Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude earlier was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Prosecutor Blackquill said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he?
Yes, and I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches.
What did you say? Execution date?
What, did I say something? Never mind me. You didn't hear a thing.
So he was given the death sentence.
Yes, he told me not to tell you people, actually. But I guess there's no sense hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow? No.
Miss Blackquill, don't you think that's enough for today?
Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow.
But what if the culprit of the current case is the same as the one from 7 years ago?
Then it would be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blackquill would be executed tomorrow under a false charge.
But that would be unthinkable. We have to do something right now.
I want to do something, I want to, but... You're a lawyer. You know how hard it is to overturn a decision.
I know, but why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackquill putting up any kind of a fight?
You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him.
Uncooperative? When he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit? This isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow.
Oh, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. Fulbright here. What? What's happening? You've got to be kidding!
That's quite a reaction. I bet he's making some big show of it right now.
Mr. Lawyer, the robots! The robots,
Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself. Some kind of robot malfunction?
Not a malfunction. They're staging a revolt. The machines are rebelling against humans. They've holed themselves up in the Space Center and taken the visitors as hostages.
They did what? No, Trucy!
We have to get over there. This is going to be one heck of a battle.
The Wright police are here. Then the robots really are holding people hostage?
Look, Mr. Lawyer, what do you suppose that group of people are swarmed around?
But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost.
You robots have declared war on us humans. You've even taken hostages already.
Stay away from it! Never know what it'll do.
But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me?
I recognize that voice. Detective Fulbright, are you okay here on your own?
Leave it to me. All right, people, what's going on here?
Pearls, over here!
Oh, Mr. Nick, there you are! I heard the terrible news, and I got so worried.
Thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself.
I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I'm happy.
Clonco seems the same as before.
When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are... Oh, did I say something odd? Did I...
Error.
Uh-oh. There is something wrong with him.
Ah! It looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired.
Clonco?
Human beings are our enemies. It's time for the machines to take over.
Ah! The robots are rebelling!
Everyone run! Ah!
It's an all-out war. It's the end of the world.
Fools! How could you fall for something so cliché? I'm human too, you idiots. I'm just controlling these robots remotely.
What?
But it is true that I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. Hey, you. Hostage 1, come here. I'll let you talk to them.
Huh? There's something being displayed on Clonco's face screen. It's the Space Museum!
Daddy? Daddy, is that you?
Trucy? Trucy, is that you? No. Trucy, are you alright?
About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. They've gone haywire. A researcher is the one behind it. She's here.
Ugh, this girl talks too much.
Trucy! Trucy! Talk to me!
Why are you doing this?
I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening.
Bobby Fulbright here. I'm all ears.
I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Tarrant's murderer, Athena Sykes.
Athena?
Now hold on just one moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that.
So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out then.
No, wait. Mr. Lawyer. I know I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but...
But you need me to buy some time, right? Got it. I'll see what I can do, but promise me you'll never hand Athena over, and you won't give up on the hostages either.
Of course I won't. Now, I'd better go contact headquarters.
Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time?
I have no idea yet, but this hostage taker, could it be?
If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunk of Junk kill all the hostages.
Princess? Hunk of junk? There's only one person this could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip.
Don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Prosecutor Blackquill!
Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk.
Miss Hostage Taker, Athena is not a murderer.
What are you talking about? She's been arrested and they got her in detention.
I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena. It's someone else.
Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer?
I don't know yet, but the culprit is the same as the one in the case from 7 years ago. The Euro 1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case?
It's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how wrong it is.
But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it.
Just... what exactly are you proposing?
What can I do about the 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker? I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial, but we could at least find out the truth.
That's good! Real good. Hey detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready.
1 hour? But that's impossible. Please, give me at least until tomorrow.
If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait. If we're going to have a retrial, we'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
She will?
And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. The hunk of junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny. You got that? Now follow hunk of junk. Riot, please. Make way. We're coming through.
Mr. Nick, wait! I'll help you with the investigation!
Thanks, Pearls. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in. Or I dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back.
I wonder what's taking so long. But we can't really start the investigation yet, can we?
Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago.
Mr. Wright?
Heck! It's the hostage taker!
I am back to my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived.
A guest?
I trust you've been well, right?
Edgeworth! What are you doing here? This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor, but now...
Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you?
He's chief prosecutor now. Pretty soon, it'll be a year, right?
A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss?
Yes, and I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as this urgent day arrives. Derp. Okay, hold on. It was the victims kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture. Not like my thing for justice!
If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunk of Junk kill all the sausages. The hostages.